Dear students, a very good afternoon to all of you. Today, let us do some activity which establishes the relation between the volume of a cone and the volume of a cylinder whose radius and height are equal. Generally, we see in the books, even in our curriculum also, that volume of a cone is one third of the volume of the radius cylinder, whose radius and height are same. Now, but whereas how to verify it? Let us do some activity to verify it. Now, I have taken a chart paper, a piece of chart. I have taken a piece of chart, and on this piece of chart, what I am going to do is, first I am drawing a circle with some radius, with any radius. Not only to draw a circle, first what we are supposed to do, we have to take a center. We have to take a center, and I am taking a center here, and then with the help of the center, I am drawing as big as I can, a big circle as big as I can on this and this. After drawing the circle, this is the center we got. Just you draw any two radii. You draw any two radii so that a sector will form. Why sector? Because a cone is always made from a what do we say, a sector. Generally, a cylinder is made from a rectangle, but whereas a cone can be made from a sector. So you do it, and afterwards let us cut it. Cut along the circle. Take a scissors and you cut the circle along its circumference. Just you cut the circle along with its circumference. You cut the circle along the circumference. Along the circumference, you cut the circle. Now we have the circle with it. After cutting the circle, already we have drawn a sector here, and you cut the circle along its radii. So we have two radii either here, and these two radii, just along the two radii, you cut it out. Yes, I am cutting it on one radius, along the one radius up to the center exactly, and then from the other end also, from the other end of the radius also, I am doing it. Because from a rectangle you can make a cylinder, but whereas how to make a perfect cone, a right circular cone is always made from a cone. How to make a cone? For example, if I close like this, what I get? I get a cone shape. Do you understand or not? Here I get a cone shape. Now this is the sector I have taken. This is the sector, and in this sector, if these are the two radius, and if I join these two radii, I get a cone. Before forming the cone, you take a thread and you find its length. Find the length of the arc of the cone. From here, you put a thread. An idea, you put a thread like this along its length of the arc. Along the length of the arc, you put a thread like this. Along the length of the arc. So exactly this is the length of the arc, and I am cutting it here. Up to where it is there, that I am cutting it up to there. So here, this is the length of the arc. If you see, my thread is along the length of the arc. That means what? With this thread, I can find out the length. Why I am cut it like this? I'll show it to you. Now this is, you keep it aside, and you take one artist. I cut out the sector, and I have measured the length of the arc of the sector, and now I put this string along the rest of the paper from where I have put this circle, because I don't want to waste the paper. We are supposed to save the ecology and environment also. Now I am putting a point here. That means what? If I put it here, I am putting a point with pencil. So if I measure it, now just you measure, do it. Afterwards, you join these 2 points. and you cut along the line. You cut along the line. Now if you see, so it's length of the arc and it's this one. Now how I am doing like this, you will understand right now. Now how to make it? Just you along the radii, you bend it you along the radii, and now after bending them along the radii, what you do is you just staple it. You staple it. Now you get a, what do we get? We get a cone. We get a cone here. Just we can put a tape also. I'll bring and I'll put the tape also there. And now let us come to this one. And you know that it's a circumference. That means length of the arc is equal to circumference of the radius. So you bend it out. You just bend it out. You just bend it out, the cylinder, and you. So after making this cone, what I am doing is I am measuring its height. Here I am measuring its height. The height is up to this much, and then I am folding as per the height. See, I am measuring its height. That means just approximately. I am measuring the height approximately. I have taken deliberately. I have taken some 0.5 centimeters extra only, and then I am bending it. After bending it, what I am doing is I am just cutting with the scissors. I am very much helpful to you. This experiment you get in class 9th and 8th. Now I have a rectangle and I have a cone. Now let us close this cone with the cello tape. Now because it's time to close it. We are supposed to close it now. And then with the help of a cello tape, I put a cello tape here. Now we got a perfect cone. And now we are supposed to go to the cylinder. And for the cylinder, we have the rectangular paper here. So with this rectangular paper, we are supposed to make a cylinder. How to make a cylinder? Just you bend it along its length. And for measurement, you just keep it inside. And because the radius must be equal to radius of the cone must be equal to the radius of the cylinder. Just you approximately you estimate it. Now it is the radius of the cone and radius of the cylinder, both are same here. Radius of the cone, radius of the, now you just staple it. After estimating it, you staple it. And here you staple it. After stapling it, you put it inside. Yes, now they are equal. The radius of this cone and radius of the cylinder, both are equal. Now, but whereas height it is somewhat higher. Now I am supposed to cut this height. To cut this height, what I do is, to measure the height, what I am doing is I put a pencil here and just I am rounding it. That means I am rotating it so that a pencil mark is made on this one. A pencil mark is made on this one, a circular. And after that, after getting that pencil mark, what I am doing is I am taking the scissors and on the pencil mark, I am cutting it. On the pencil mark, I am cutting it down. On the pencil mark, I am cutting it. I am cutting it on the. Now I got a cylinder whose height is equal to the height of the cone. Dear students, now we got a cone and a cylinder whose radius is same For example, if you fit into it, it will fit, and hoods heights are also same. The height and radii of both the cone and cylinder are same. If the radius and height are same, then if you see also here, if the radius and height are same, then how to prove it? Just I am taking a plate here. Now I am taking some rice because it's difficult for me to go out in this hot sun to get some sand or something, because nearby my home also there is no sand. I am doing it, you see, just all of you watch. I am taking rice in this one. I am taking rice in this cone completely, full cone of rice here, and I am pouring it here in this. I am pouring it in this, and now so a cone full of rice. Second one, this is number 2, and I am taking here number 3. I am taking it number 3, and in this number 3 I am pouring this number 3 here in this sun. If you observe, when we pour number 3, the cylinder is exactly filled. This shows that the volume of that means I have taken if I take rice in this one, it is one full volume of rice. The cone, I have taken one full volume of rice of cone. So to fill this cylinder I have taken 3 times. That means what? 3 times the volume of the cone is equal to volume of the cylinder. 3 times the volume of the cone is equal to volume of the cylinder. That means volume of cone is equal to 1/3 of the volume of the cylinder. In this way we can verify it. Thank you.